Hello, fellow followers. Welcome back to FanZcene. Greg here, and today I have for you streaming service cancellation is on the rise. So I came across this article basically saying that Americans are beginning to cancel streaming services more than have been, and I think this is due to a lot of things. And here on the channel, this is something I like to cover on the channel. So I saw this. So let's go over a little bit of this real quick. And it says here from Yahoo Entertainment and everything. It says, as content streaming, you know what? I hate that right off the bat. It says content. I know Chris Gore has said turning Star Wars into a girl brand has got to be one of the most costliest decisions ever made. I also think turning art and entertainment into content has got to be one of the most costly modern Hollywood decisions ever made. That irks me so much. Anyways, it says, as content streaming companies continue to raise their prices and crack down on account sharing, a bigger percentage of customers have been canceling their subscriptions. The volume of people in the U.S. nixing subscriptions to major streaming services like Apple TV Plus, Discovery Plus, Disney Plus Plus, Hulu Plus Plus, Max Plus Plus, Netflix Plus Plus, Paramount Plus Plus, Peacock Plus, and Stars Plus, which I know they're not stars. Anyways, rose to 6.3% in November 2023 from 5.1% a year earlier. So it's not like a real high, but it has increased, and there's multiple reasons for that. According to data from subscription analytics provider Antenna, in nearly one quarter, 24% of U.S. subscribers canceled at least 3 of their subscriptions over the past 2 years as of November. That's up 15% from November 2021. So it's up to 24% now, over 15%. That isn't crazy. And that's what I'm talking about, guys. I know some people that watch my channel have never gone streaming, and I commend you all for that. You have my respect for never going streaming. But like I said, in today's day and age, as much as I abhor and hate streaming, it is one of the last vestiges we have to like watch something before blind buying something. So I give it respect in that account, but also at the same time, some of the stuff that's on streaming doesn't get a physical release. So I would think that's something as well, too, that people are getting fed up with. But it says Netflix said in May 2023 it would start charging U.S. subscribers an extra $8 to add additional users who live outside their household to their accounts, and raise prices for both its lowest tier and ad-free plan and its premium plan just a few months ago. HBO raised its max subscription prices last January. Amazon Video recently announced that it will be introducing ads, which subscribers will have to pay an additional $2.99 a month to avoid. This is all the reasons, with so many other reasons, why people are starting to cancel. I mean, I did a video on this. It's goodbye streaming, hello cable, cable 2.0, because when streaming was brought about for everybody, it was like people were pretty much duped. It was like, we're going to create streaming. You can pay one monthly price, $7.99 in the beginning, I believe, or $5.99 in some cases, and no commercials, and you can watch all the entertainment you want. Well, as time went on, we learned that these streaming corporations lose money. None of them are profitable. I think Netflix in the end has been the most profitable streaming service, but in the end, these companies are losing millions of dollars a day streaming, and that's because they foregone everything that actually made them money. Like when they would release movies in theaters, and the movies would play in theaters, and then after that, there would be like a few 6 months wait in between for the movie to come out, and then you like back in the day, you would rent it or something, or it would drop on TV, like the network television premiere. And by licensing and doing these things, and then eventually with cable, and because you pay for commercials with cable and everything, these companies would make money. But the Hollywood in today's state or whatever, because it's being run by a bunch of Silicon Valley people that don't really care about entertainment. They want to go streaming. They just like everything directly from theater to streaming to digital. It's all streamed to your house, and it may be, and to a lot of us people, to the masters out there, that's awesome. Like you don't have to go to them. They say, well, I don't think it's awesome, but they do, I don't have to go to the theater. I can sit right at home and watch the brand new movie that just came out right on my TV, and then I can stream it. Well, then now you're getting to the point where they're raising prices, they're adding commercials. A lot of the movies that you want to watch or have interest in are being taken down, or the movies are being outright canceled. And now you have to pay for commercials with your streaming service that promised no commercials ever. I think there's a lot of reasons why people are doing this, and This continues with Apple raised the price of Apple TV Plus subscription by $3 in October, and Disney raised the prices of both Disney and Hulu Plus, Disney Plus and Hulu, back in August. All those little increases add up. Many consumers, it seems, are saving where they can. And that's another thing, like in today's day and age as well, too. People don't have as much money, and there's something that people often tend to forget is like, oh yeah, I go streaming. Well, you still got to pay for internet service, and sometimes in certain areas around the country, especially out in the rural areas, country areas, you have to pay a cable company for internet. So you're paying cable plus your streaming services, which turns into more cable because now it is cable 2.0. It says this doesn't necessarily mean that those subscriptions stay canceled, though some users, who in turn refers to as serial churners, repeatedly subscribe and cancel streaming accounts rather than maintaining continuous subscriptions. Yes, that is true. People do that. A lot of people do that because sometimes there's just something they want to see. Sometimes like Cobra Kai or Stranger Things. Maybe that's just take for example. Maybe you want to see those. There's no physical releases of those. So you pay for a month and you binge the show and then you cancel, which I think that's kind of stupid as well. But people do that, and it helps save money and it helps them see stuff. But me personally, allow me to, and that's the end of the article there, but allow me to make my pitch for physical media. In the long run, I'm not asking you to go out there and start buying thousands and thousands of movies like I do, because I have my collections over there. But wouldn't you think it's best to, like I've been saying, to buy your favorites on a DVD or Blu-ray? In the long run, you'll have that DVD, you'll have that Blu-ray, and it's a one-time payment, and you don't have to continuously pay Apple Plus, HBO Max, Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus. And in the end, I'll be honest with you. I like I've said, I have streaming. I have Shudder and I have Full Moon Features because I love those two services. And actually, they're pretty darn cheap, and they remind me of the video store. That's why I keep them. And plus, I'm a horror fan and sci-fi B movie fan. But once you really don't care what's on streaming services, they don't mean anything. Like there's not really anything on any streaming services, any of the big ones, that I'm like, okay, I want to pay for those. No, it's just like, I don't care. Because there's another thing I think that people tend to overlook is that content, because it's not entertainment anymore, it's content, sucks. It's preachy, it's boring, it's written by AI, seems like anymore. It's just like so generic, so bland. So I've heard people been saying like, straight to streamer directors now. I think that's an insult to straight to video VHS DVD directors, because those movies had charm and entertainment and creativity to them. Yeah, they weren't the greatest movies in the world, but they were something fun about them. Those straight to streaming movies, they're as bad as the big budget movies. They're not good. And I think that's another reason. And plus, I like to mention in the article, it's to save money. Some people just check in to check on something and then they check out. So honestly, this makes me kind of happy that people are canceling their streaming services. If you want to, I say go ahead, do it. If you want streaming services, that's cool. And like I said, to the people that watch my channel, that who you are, who have never ever gone streaming and never will, I respect the crap out of you guys because that is awesome. But that just kind of makes me happy, and it's something I wanted to cover here. Just let you know that we're not alone. It still may be a bit small, but we're not alone. The people out there that are canceling streaming, and I would say go physical media. This is a big pitch for the importance of physical media, because a lot of stuff, like we just learned with the other things out there, that some movies cannot be streamed. So it's best to have a physical copy, whether it be DVD or Blu-ray. You don't have to go 4K. I go VHS, DVD, Blu-ray, 4K. I hit all the formats like that I like, and I know some people can't do that, but at least buy your favorites on a DVD or Blu-ray. They're still very cheap, and they're still being made. Physical media is not dying, and I think it's more important than streaming, and it makes me happy to see that there are some people out there that are just like, I'm tired of streaming. It's cable 2.0. Cable 2.0. It is no longer that free, well, it was never free, but it's no longer that easy, commercial free, I should say, service anymore. And the prices have gone up ridiculous. And if you want, especially if you want without commercials, that's like $25. If you want with commercials, You gotta you're paying for commercials. But let me know what you guys think about all this in the comment section down below. Have you yourself canceled your streaming services? Are you still sticking with streaming? Leave me all that in the comment section down below. And also, I've done a couple videos like this. I prefer to have my physical media as my background when I do it over in my corner over there for other movies, which I'm still doing those videos. But if you like videos like this, let me know, because these I've done a couple of these and they seem to be pretty popular. But I prefer to have my physical media behind me. So maybe I'll switch it up and just do both and see where it goes. But let me know what you guys think about all this in the comment section down below. And if you liked what you saw here, maybe consider hitting that like button or subscribing and hitting that bell for notification. That would be awesome if I earned your guys a subscription, or possibly share this video out for everybody to see, or join and become a channel member, because that would help out my channel immensely. Thank you, and shout out to all my channel members. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you for all your support and always having my back. To everybody watching, whether you liked me, hated me, or liked this video, or hated this video, I thank you for sticking this long wherever you all are. Please have a great, safe, happy, healthy day, morning, afternoon, evening, and night. Always support physical media. It truly is the superior format. Godspeed.